What really crashed in the desert outside Roswell, New Mexico, in the summer of 1947? Was it truly a weather balloon, as the US military claimed, or something far more extraordinary? Welcome to Epic Time Journeys, where we uncover the moments that changed history forever. Today we dive into one of the most controversial and captivating events of the 20th century, the Roswell Incident. It all began on July 3rd, 1947, when rancher Mac Brazel stumbled upon strange debris scattered across a field on the Foster Ranch, about 75 miles north of Roswell. Shiny, metallic fragments, unlike anything he'd ever seen, were strewn across the desert floor. Some pieces were thin and lightweight, but incredibly strong. Others seemed to possess unknown properties. Brazel brought some of the material to the local sheriff, who then contacted the nearby Roswell Army airfield. On July 8th, the military issued a shocking press release. The Roswell Army airfield had recovered a flying disc. Newspapers ran with the story. The world was stunned. But within hours, the narrative changed. Another military statement was issued, this time claiming that the debris was nothing more than a weather balloon. Photos were released showing military officers posing with what appeared to be a torn-up balloon and foil. The press and much of the public accepted the explanation. The story faded from headlines. But the mystery didn't die, it evolved. In the late 1970s, the Roswell incident exploded back into public consciousness. Former military personnel began to speak out. Some claimed that the debris was not from a balloon at all, but from a craft not made on this earth. Others spoke of recovered alien bodies, secret hangars, and government cover-ups. One of the most persistent claims came from Major Jesse Marcel, the intelligence officer who had first examined the wreckage. In interviews, he insisted the material was not of this world. He said he had been ordered to assist in the cover-up and that the balloon story was a deliberate lie. The government, meanwhile, doubled down on its explanation. In 1994, the US Air Force released a report called the Roswell Report: Fact versus Fiction in the New Mexico desert. It concluded that the debris was from a top-secret program called Project Mogul, an array of high-altitude balloons designed to detect Soviet nuclear tests. But even this explanation raised new questions. Why the initial press release about a flying disc? Why the rushed photos with different materials? And why had so many witnesses described something so radically different from a balloon? Over the decades, Roswell has become a symbol. For some, it's definitive proof that we are not alone. For others, it's a case study in Cold War secrecy and misinformation. Museums, books, documentaries, and even UFO festivals keep the story alive. Skeptics argue that memory is fallible, and that no physical evidence has ever conclusively proven the extraterrestrial theory. But believers point to the sheer number of testimonies, the inconsistencies in official reports, and the military's unusual behavior in the days following the crash. So, what really happened in Roswell? A crashed weather balloon, a top-secret surveillance device, or a visitor from beyond our world? Decades later, the truth remains elusive, perhaps deliberately so. In the end, Roswell is more than just an event. It's a question, a mystery woven into the fabric of history, and maybe, just maybe, it's the key to understanding our place in the universe. This has been Epic Time Journeys. Until next time, keep questioning the past, because the truth may be closer than you think.